What's going on, everybody? It is the Trade Gods overtime session. We got our special guest, Mr. Tyler Football, in the building. We're going to do something we've never done before here on Trade Guides because we wanted to bring a little bit of something a little special to you here in the overtime session. We're going to go through a live trade, maybe negotiation, maybe philosophy breakdown. We'll see where it takes us. But all three of us are in the same Dynasty Week startup, one QB draft. Super fun rosters because it's crazy deep. We have to start 3 running backs, 4 receivers, 2 tight ends, and 3 flex. Like I said, 1 QB, so not even a super flex position. We need to fill our rosters. Currently, why don't we just dive right on in? Here we are. This is my team, and I am on the clock. I have 2 trade offers that I will be going through with each and every one of you here today. And one of them is from Jason Allwine, my trade god brethren here.
Yeah.
So what Jason is offering me, let's look at it, shall we? So I am on the clock here with my 10th round pick. He's offering me, well, why don't you tell us, Jason? What are you offering me?
Yeah, so
woo me here.
Yeah, I already picked in this round, and I picked Jaden Reed. And before Trade Gods we just recorded, you told me you wanted Jaden Reed, and I said I was comfortable at that point moving back. So I'm comfortable trading Jaden Reed here. So I've offered you Jaden Reed for your pick that you're on the clock right now in exchange for your 12th round pick. And I'll be moving up from the 13th round. I can't remember the numbers, but it's a decent jump up for me if I remember correctly.
It's like you're jumping up about, I think it was a full round plus 6 picks. I'm moving up 3 picks, but it's how bad do I want Jaden Reed? Now, Tyler, what are your thoughts on Jaden Reed, and then go ahead and kind of break down what your strategy kind of has been here in terms of dealing startup picks, and what do you think about this trade? So I'm throwing a whole lot at you, so kind of just dive in.
Yeah, I like Jaden Reed, honestly. He was a guy I was drafting in the pre-draft process on those underdog drafts. I was drafting a lot of Jaden Reed just because he was good at Michigan State. He just didn't have he had a little bit of injury history, which kind of blew up his draft stock. But I like the guy. He landed in a great spot. He got good second round draft capital. I'm in on Jaden Reed. So if you and with the whole startup picks, it's so hard for me to like conceptualize just like, okay, I got a 10th round, 13th, 12th. It's especially when you get like rounds that like, how much does the 16th round matter less than like the 13th round? Like I have to like go back and like look at the players that are in each round. But I'm a believer in, if you want to go get your guy and you believe that your guy is going to be good and you're not giving up too much to do it, go get your guy. That's what fantasy football is all about. It's what Dynasty is all about. Go get your guy, and if you like the price and it feels pretty even to you, then go do it. Don't get too caught up in the value of what you're giving up if you feel like it's relatively close.
So I also, before I let you off the hook here, you decided to spit in the face of one of my offers earlier in this draft for a favor of someone else in the league, and you took away Roshan from me, Tyler. So I just need you to know that I am coming for you with everything I got, because now Mr. Matt Kelly has his boy Roshan, and I don't.
Let me explain myself real quick. All right.
Sure.
Well, I didn't trade with Matt Kelly.
No, you didn't trade with the Podfather. You traded with someone else. But I needed to get in front of Matt because I knew he was going Roshan there.
Oh, I had the guy that I traded with drafted Roshan. Got it. Okay. I'll tell you so the only reason I didn't do your trade, it's very simple actually. It's nothing personal. I was at a youth football camp in the sun, and I saw that I was on the clock, and I look at my phone, and I see 2 trade offers, one from you, and I forgot who I traded with, but I saw 2 trade offers, and yours was, let me pull it up here real quick. It's the 1008 and the my 1408 for your 911 and then 1602. Yeah. And in my head, in the moment, it was hot out. I was just dealing with third graders running all over the place. You know how hard it is to corral third graders and try them to get to do slant routes in a nice orderly line. It's not as easy as it sounds. So I was just dealing with that. I was stressed out. Camp just ended. I was tired. And then I looked at the other one, and I got a 2024 second and the 1605 just for my picks right out. To me, it just looked cleaner. I could understand it without thinking too much. I think I had like 43 minutes left on the clock. So I was like, okay. In my head, I was like, Roshan went in the second round this year. I'm getting the second round pick next year, and I get another additional startup pick. So for me, it was easy to conceptualize, and I was like, I'm just gonna go with the other offer. And I knew I was gonna catch flack for it because I was coming on the show later tonight.
Like just 2 hours later, yeah.
Yeah,
No.
so nothing personal. That's where I was. That was I had to put you in the mental state I was in when I was deciding between those two trades.
I don't think that was bad. It made sense, and if we had, if you weren't out in the blazing sun chasing third graders, and we were to have a little bit of a back and forth, maybe, we could have worked something out. But it doesn't matter. You made the trade that you wanted to make, and it was a good trade. I do like that trade for you. Now, let's go back to this trade between Jason and I. So this is the other offer I have on the table. I'm getting 2 10th rounders here, so I'd have 2 picks in this round that we are currently in. So 3 total picks in this round. And to do that, I'm going to have to trade my 9th round pick and my 12th round pick. Now, for additional context for you fine folks checking in on this, the 9th round pick that I am trading away is the 903, and that is Kendre Miller. So, am I willing to trade away Kendre Miller for 2, or it would end up being 3 picks in this round? Well, I don't know. Why don't we go ahead as a group, as a little bit of an exercise here? Let's look at see who's on the board. I got to zoom out here. This is a little tough to see. Here we go. So
I got it open on my phone too right now, so I'm looking.
So the running backs available, I'm looking at Algier, Jamal, Tank Bigsby. I'm not looking at any running backs that even come close to the upside of Kendre Miller. We have Kendre Miller pretty high in our dynasty ranks right now because, once Alvin Kamara goes ahead and gets his little suspensione on, all of a sudden Kendre Miller might feel very appealing. He has yet to come back on the field, though, so I understand that there is some risk. I'm looking at this trade here. I do like some guys on the board. Juju Smith-Schuster still on the board. Dalton Schultz. Remember, we got to start 2 tight ends. So I do think I like this trade. So, Jason, let's go back to our trade here. And I'm going to give you a chance to counter. Will you come up from that 13th to a 12th?
It's the same pick. So I believe, if I remember correctly, that's the 1301.
Let me check here.
Yeah,
No, I actually don't have an 11th round pick. I mean, yes, I do. I do not have 11th. I have 2 12s. So let me look this up here. My 2 12s, I have the 8 and the 1201. And you're offering me the 13-8. So that's kind of all it is here on the board here. So basically what I'm saying is I think you might have a
it's I mean, like, I think my 12th rounder is 12-12. So maybe. But it's not, as Tyler talked about a little bit earlier, it's hard to quantify what really the difference is between even the 13th round and the 12th round. It's the 1303 for the 1201. I don't know if I'd really.
Also, the sleeper ADP, like, guys you could take anyone anywhere because it's just so off on what everyone thinks. It's not like Underdog where it's like it's a pretty good ADP. You can kind of guess where guys are going to go, but this, like, you could have a guy that's like 40 picks there, but he's going to get taken and no one bats an eye because it's still a good pick.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm going to look at your guys' teams now. I haven't even really taken a look.
Mine is the winner team.
Yeah, I absolutely love my team. I love it.
So I just send you the counter. I want you to see it. We're talking about conceptualizing. We're talking about trying to project who could be there. We're trying to talk about these things. So let me put it in front of you, Jay. And let's see, can we make this deal happen live on Overtime? Or not really live, because you'll be seeing this a few days after
you've made the 1303, the 1212, so it's really not changing too much for me at all. And I told you I think I would pick here. Yeah, I guess. In the interest also of making this live. I think
you don't have to. I don't want to put the pressure on you. That's technically, I think, collusion or something, maybe. So maybe it's not.
It's not because we're live, but I do think I'm thinking of taking Sky Moore here just for the audience. And the guy who was taken in the first round in drafts last year, towards the end, early second. Similar to Jaden Reed this year, going in the second round of this year's drafts. I've got the Chiefs offense to bet on. I like that a lot. Somebody's going to make a scene, right? And so to move up 11 spots later to swap Jaden Reed for Sky Moore, I think I'm okay with that. I think I am. So I think I'll go ahead and accept that trade. Confirm.
There we go. Look at that.
Yeah.
Boom.
Look at that.
Magic made live, or not live, but as we're recording, the Trade Gods Overtime for the very first time. I think, Jason, what we've done here is set the bar extremely high as to what we're going to do each and every week on the Trade Gods Overtime segment. But, guys, that was awesome. And, make sure you check out our episode of Trade Gods that we recorded. We broke down a ton of trades. We had some buy and sells. But this was fun as well. So, Tyler, tell everyone where they can find you on Twitter, baby.
At PPR Tyler on Twitter. I post a lot of great fantasy memes. I got some videos just lined up waiting for the NFL offseason news, ready to just unleash my favorites in my camera roll. So I'm excited for that.
Absolutely. Jason, where can the folks find you?
Yep. At JFootballWine on Twitter. Wake Take Monday through Fridays, 10 a.m. And then on the Player Profiler, Instagram and Facebook's Player Profiler, Roto on the World. And then, of course, Trade Gods every Thursday night, 8 p.m. It's great. It's fun.
Absolutely. You can find me on Twitter. I'm at Matty Kiwoom. The game plan comes out each and every Saturday. Check that out. I also have a Patreon, The Executives with Cody Carpentier. So go ahead if you want to get some Cody and Matty Kiwoom action. Log into that, patreon.com/executives. This has been the Trade Gods Overtime segment, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
Hey, I want to take a moment to thank you for tuning in. It's important to me that all of our media be free. This is only possible because of you allowing a true independent sports media enterprise to thrive unlike any other in the business. So please subscribe to the All In package to continue to make all of this possible, to ensure that all of our stats, information, data, content is available to you, especially you, the people that get the site and get the show.